Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Napoleon, and today we're back with another Enlisted News of the Week, in which we basically cover the Enlisted News of the Week, and today we're going to be back with a lot of new stuff. These include making Enlisted a better place number 18, update 0.3.1.104, or for Xbox, 07.07.2022, and the mod digest 10,000 feet above the sky, and Full Metal Panic. But without further ado, this video has been possible for friends at Discord, meaning that if you haven't liked, subscribed, or joined Discord, I highly suggest that you do that. But that said, let's get started with the video. The first thing that we have as of this week is making Enlisted a better place number 18, and once again, each update of making Enlisted a better place focuses on making Enlisted an actual better place. And this time we have two little things. One is the rising of skulls. So basically, Enlisted has a feature in which once you fire and kill the person, the skull shows, which means the person is dead. Basically, before it was literally right where the target died, but now, with some people complaining that you can't really see the person behind the skull has risen up, meaning that now after the confirmed kill, the skull will be lifted up into the air and be essentially floating. This is essentially able to make the target behind the skull potentially more clear. Next, we have corrections to off-road capabilities of wheeled vehicles, and this effect basically fixes all the wheeled vehicles in game, from simple motorcycles to ATVs that can be found in Normandy, Moscow, and Tunisia. And the full list of changes this week for making Enlisted a better place includes: now, after killing an enemy soldier, the skull icon that confirms the kill will be raised up to free up the view. Roads of any kind of surfaces are now less resistant to the movement of vehicles with a wheeled chassis. And in practice mode, the Battle of Tunisia campaign, for the Axis powers, a transport vehicle has been added so now you can drive from the infantry shooting range to the tank polygon. But that's it for making Enlisted a better place number 18. Let's move on to update 0.3.1.104. Next, we have update 0.3.1.104, or for server update for Xbox and PlayStation, 0.7.07.2022. Now, in this, it basically just fixes two things. Fix the death camera. In some cases, it does not show the killer. It still does not show the killer as of right now. And in the Battle of Moscow, Invasion Normandy, and the Battle of Berlin, and the Battle of Stalingrad campaigns, engineers are now being recruited into the army equipped with a shovel. This actually does a lot, considering the fact that you have way too many knives, and giving them a shovel is actually not a bad idea. Although I rather see them be giving them a pickaxe. Actually, no, never mind. I just rather see them be given a shovel. This changes applies to engineers recruited after the update. Previously, engineers with shovels were only present in the Battle of Tunisia campaign, so that's a good thing. And that is also it for update 0.3.1.104. Next thing up for this week is apparently the mod digest 1,000 feet above the ground, and in this week we continued with the most interesting missions from our talented creators for Enlisted mods. The first one is Battle in the Clouds by Baz S137. This author of the mission seems to have taken the idea of changing the atmosphere quite literally, in the sense that he basically set the farm and the grasslands and the pumpkin fields and the corn floating a few thousand feet above the ground. This is highly rare, considering the fact that this is probably the only map that I know of, and he apparently also added the mechanics of the lunar gravity, which basically allows you to jump at least 10 meters, and you have to jump a lot, at least for the sake of controlling points. Next, this map is also great for Lone Fighters mod, and the more such Lone Fighters between the islands, the merrier. Next, we have Arena by Coach001, and this is a perfect example of how a small mission can be quite successful. This is an arena, literally a place in which people die. Maps for these are tired for tacticians who just basically want to cover the enemy's blood from head to toe. So basically like me. At your disposal, there are several advantaged hiding positions, floors, and half-destroyed buildings in which the death rates will increase. Next, we have Catacombs by Sakriyami, and in the depths of these catacombs, basically literally under the map of Tunisia, you'll basically find a lot of tunnels, and basically you just have to fight there. But that is it for the mod digest. Obviously, if you haven't watched my video of how to mod yourself, I highly suggest that you do that. But that said, that is all for the mod digest of 10,000 feet above the ground, and let's move on to the last event of this week, which is Full Metal Panic. The final thing as of this week is apparently the new event, which is the Full Metal Panic event. And war is basically not a resort. Even with its horrors during a hot summer day, it is extremely difficult for a tank crew in a stuffy armored can. We will ease this hard life of your crew by giving them everything that is needed in a successful battle, including the main tools of war, their tank. Gather around, we will declare a full metal panic in the sense that from the July 8th, 1300 GMT time, to the 11th of July, 1300 GMT time, complete tasks and receive rewards that will be used in all campaigns. These rewards are silver orders for weapons, silver orders for soldiers, orders for vehicle updates, and these tasks include on the 8th to 9th of July, 25 kills from any weapon, 10 headshots, 25 kills while driving an armored vehicle. 9th to 10th of July, 1 battle on the Invasion of Normandy campaign, 10 grenade kills, 2 armored cars destroyed. To July 10th to 11th, 1 battle on the Battle of Tunisia campaign, earn a total of 1,000 points, 25 kills from an anti-tank rifle or an anti-tank grenade launcher, and that's it. So basically, I personally believe that this event is not the best event. Obviously, I'd rather prefer something like the Normandy event, but I can't say it's the worst considering that you are getting something new in vehicle upgrade orders. But that said, an event is an event nevertheless. I would just highly suggest that you play it, have some fun, and that's it for this week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, join the Discord, and I'll see you in the next week of Enlisted News Weekly, so stay safe for now. Now before you leave, I would like to thank you very much for watching this video. I will be honored if you could like and subscribe to the channel. Remember, more videos are coming out, so it is a good idea to click on that notification button. Anyways, have a great day and I'll see you in the next one.